Here I am doing another video. Once again, I'm not who you think I am. I'm Paul Revere. I am telling you that the blue coats are coming. I'm shouting it out across the land. There are many more Paul Reveres across this country that are screaming out to everybody who is I'm gonna say good, because I believe this is more of a good versus evil fight. It's not black versus white, it's not man versus woman, it's not any of that. It's good versus evil. And I'm Paul Revere, and the blue coats are coming. Now, you'll probably ask, who are the blue coats? What is blue coat? I thought it was the red coats. It might have been the red coats back then, but it's the blue coats right now. I'm here to tell you that there's nobody out there in the world, in another country, that wants to take your rights and your freedom. First of all, you are not free. Second of all, you are not brave. America has turned into what it is because it's the land of cowards and slaves. If you don't believe me, here's the proof. The blue coats are coming. The police, okay? The founding fathers told you about having an army. Don't let an army set up camp. And if you don't think that they're an army, then you're sadly mistaken. That's why it's a blue line that they don't cross, the blue brotherhood. Okay? And I'm saying this at my own peril, but I'm not afraid. I'm not going to live in fear. I am a free man. Okay? Nobody else really can take your rights from you except for a cop or a government official. And at all forms and levels of government, they are doing nothing but taking from you. Did you agree to it? Do you want that, really? Did you want everything taken from you? Because that's what they do. They can take your home at any time. They can take your money at any time. It's not yours. You hold title. So you feel entitled, but it's not yours. I can assure you that. They can take it at any time. The police hold rank just like military. They have weapons. Now they have armored personnel. They are the standing army that the forefathers warned you against. They are the only ones infringing upon your rights. That's why you fear when they get behind you. That's why you feel terror, because they're terrorists. They're the only terrorists, okay? Because they can stop you, and they've made laws against the Constitution where you have to ID yourself, just like in Germany, especially when you're driving your car. It's not as bad when you're walking, but they can still stop you, detain you for suspicious activity, okay? You're not free. You're not even close to what the forefathers were talking about. I love the ideal of my country. I loved my country. I would have bled for my country. But it's not my country, and it's not yours either, okay? And I love the ideal of America, but the ideal is not the reality. The reality is that this country is divided. It's a concerted effort, and they want to take your guns next so they can kill you easier, so they can pick you off. If you don't think this is true, I will let you know it's like a game of chess. Or it's like an animal stalking another animal. You don't just run at the other animal and attack it and kill it. That's not how predators work. Predators work by inching up slowly, okay? And it's even like breaking a horse. All y'all are broke ass horses is all y'all are, okay? Because one step at a time, they ease that saddle upon you. First they got the bridle on, they got you used to it. Then they put the blanket on you, okay? Got you used to it. Then they put the saddle on your ass, got you used to it. Now they got you carrying their ass, okay? They got you carrying their ass, okay? And then they want to tell you how to live and how to do everything, okay? And if you don't like it, well, they'll make a lot of laws and cover just about every base. That way, even if you don't feel like you're breaking a law, they can come up with something so you're breaking a law, okay? This is not a free country, okay? The blue coats have taken it over, and they don't mind killing you. I don't understand how people can even be okay with this when they can send our young kids overseas in combat situation and tell them not to fire on unless they're fired upon. But here it's open season on Americans. There's shoot to kill, okay? It don't matter if you got a weapon or not. They don't give a fuck. They're not going to pay for it one way or another. They always get off, almost always. And it doesn't cost them nothing. It costs us something, the taxpayer. They know this. They can beat you down. They don't give a fuck, and they will, and they have, and they will continue until we stand up. Now, I like the idea of police, honestly. I'll be honest. But the ideal is far from the reality, and all you have to do is go on YouTube and look at a few videos, and you will see the tyrants that they have become. Because with absolute power comes absolute corruption. And these people are not mentally fit most of the time. They're rage roids, they're fucking adulterers. I've seen the cops, I know them, know how they act. They're drunks. And alcohol is one of the worst things because it completely takes you out of your mind and changes your mind. Over time, it pickles your mind. And these are the people that are the law, okay? If you've not harmed anybody else, you've not broken the law, okay? It's just that simple, okay? The Christ set you free. It's time to start acting like free people. And the churches won't tell you this. Jesus wasn't out there making friends with people. He was whooping the money lenders and beating the people out of the fucking temple, okay? Don't you see that there's a spiritual warfare going on and that evil is just mopping this world's ass? And all you have to do is just get up off of your ass and stand up and say, no more. We're not going to give you 50% of our income, okay? We're not going to acquiesce and let you walk all over our rights at every fucking step, okay? You're going to start serving us, and not like a meal, like you were meant to protect and to serve. The trust has been lost at every level of government. Our money's a scam. The courts are crooked. It is the criminal court system for a reason, because the criminals are fucking running it. Okay, all our politicians are corrupt, bought, sold off, and I don't care if you're Democrat or Republican, you can see that from the other side because you're all yelling the same fucking thing at the other side. Can't you see the truth lies there within, that if both sides see the same thing, but they have cognitive dissonance and it can't be their side? So, man, we gotta wake up as Americans. I'm not concerned for myself. I could care less. I'm concerned for my children and your children. I want your children to have a wonderful, free life. But freedom, you have to fight for your freedom. And I don't even mean physically. You just have to stand up and say no more, it should be peaceful. We shouldn't have to fight for it. Not like that. If you do, then it's a civil war. And obviously one size doesn't fit all. So let's stop trying to make laws that blanket cover everybody. Because all that does is take away our rights and give the police more rights to abuse us, okay? You just got to stop forcing your opinion on everybody. Nobody knows what's right. Only God knows what's right, And He'll let you know if you listen. But most people go off of their belief system, which is flawed in the first place. And it's real easy to discern, right from wrong. Basically, if you're harming somebody, you're in the wrong. If you ain't harming somebody, it's your fucking business, okay? If somebody's hurting somebody, they're wrong. If they're not hurting somebody, they're not wrong, okay? Let them do whatever the fuck they want to do. If they want to do heroin, if they want to smoke weed, methamphetamine, why make it against the law? So you can lock them up, arrest them, possibly even kill them, because that's what cops do. There's even, if you don't think that's true, if you haven't heard death by or suicide by cop, and it's a real thing, okay? If you don't think that's true, it's time to wake up. You're in the matrix. The program is all around you. You've been programmed. TV was programming you since you were real small. You never stopped to research and see if anything that they were telling you was true. But I'm telling you, this whole world is a lie. If you don't believe that, you were systematically let down as a child. You thought Santa was real. You thought the Easter Bunny was real, okay? You thought the Tooth Fairy was real. This society and culture is built and based on lies. Most people don't even know why they bring a Christmas tree into the house. I can tell you. And it ain't what you thought. The religions and the churches are hiding the truth. I'm pretty sure I found out what it is, what the Holy Grail is. And people just can't see it for whatever reason. I look at the passage that says, you know, the narrow path. It's tough because there ain't very many people going down it. You know, the herd follows the wide path to destruction. And that's almost how it lets me know that I'm following the right path, because I'm harming nobody. And I see that, you know, that everybody's got this idea that of what the Christ is and how he's going to save you. He's not going to save you like that. He's not coming back to save you in physical form. He is coming back as a consciousness, and it's time to bring yours up and get some awareness of what's going on around you. Our country is suffering because of its policy. Does it every time that a democracy votes, a majority wins and a minority is left out, and that minority is forced to do what the rest are doing, okay? And that's not how it's supposed to be. It should be a republic where everybody can do what they want to do as long as they're harming nobody else. And if they are, then everybody should take action against the wrongdoer, okay? And right now, the only wrongdoing I'm seeing is coming out of government at every level. Police, I won't say every level, but many levels. Police, courts, the Congress, the president, all these fuckers are out of line. And y'all keep looking to them to fix things. Government can't fix anything. All they can do is take. They're not producers. That's not what they do. They politic and they give promises, and then they go with what makes them more money. If you don't believe that, then all you have to do is look in Congress and see how many millionaires, and then look at the average of any percentage of people based off of the Congress in American society, and see how many millionaires you find in a certain group. You won't find that higher percentage anywhere. And I know math, trust me. I'm very in tune with mathematics, and the numbers don't lie. God bless y'all. It's time to wake up. If nothing else, we need to divide this country and or quarter it, something, because it's not working, and we're going to end up in war with each other, and then it's really not worth it, because, you know, once again, our kids are the only ones that will have to fucking pay for that. I mean, we may to a certain degree, but it'll be the kids, and that's not what I want for my kids. I love y'all.